No Fox tonight as they begin game 2.
Okay, so Aaron Fox is not playing again tonight. Dylan Harper will start once again. Stefan Castle, Devin Vassell, Julian Champagny, and Victor Wembanyama. That'll be the starting five, the same as last night, as we give to Aaron Fox yet another night of rest, which is exciting. I don't know if he's in street clothes or not. I suppose it's possible if he isn't, that he could come in later in the game. We'll see what happens here shortly. For your Oklahoma City Thunder tonight, who are focused and bent on protecting their championship, defending it, in fact, which this game demands, having lost game 1. It will be tonight. Let's see who they're starting. Luguentz Dort, Jalen Williams, that's J-Dub, Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that's SGA. So Jalen Williams, number 8, that's J-Dub. Jalen Williams, number 6, coming off the bench, that's J-Will. Okay, so starting five has J-Dub, Luguentz Dort, Lou Dort, Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA. High-fiving and the introductions are nearly finished. All right. Honestly, it often feels like this is the finals because I watch the Eastern Conference games and I see a lot of errors, a lot of mistakes. I watch these games, I see tight defense, perimeter defense. They mean real perimeter defense here. You know, people say perimeter defense, but I mean, we're talking about 4, sometimes 5 players outside the three-point line, locked in a kind of pick and roll screening situation that's designed to create space. And the defense knowing them so well and being equally adept at slipping the screen, dropping under, or going across, or switching. In the case of the Spurs in the last game, I think what was beautiful about that was everybody undertook the switch. And they played a kind of a zone around him. And they left the open shooters, and it was lucky that the Thunder did not hit from 3. Only Caruso was hitting from 3, and by the time they got going late in the game, it was a different situation. So I think that the perimeter defense of the Spurs has been really impressive from the guard level. Devin Vassell, crucial blocks, 2 crucial blocks in the previous game. Julian Champagny, again, picking up SGA on the switch or going over the top. Champagny was also very good. I think he had 8 boards, maybe 11 boards in that game. And then a Dylan Harper cutting those lanes and getting the steals, which I think is really quite excellent. He said that the steals weren't his alone, but it was being in the right place. So he, as a unit, they were in a flex state, and he knew right where to be for those steals that he was intercepting repeatedly last night. I have a feeling the Thunder will be looking at that and thinking a little more carefully about how they'll pass those balls as they're driving down the lane. Victor and KJ chatting on the court. Isaiah Hartenstein at 7'1", looks a full head shorter than Vic. They list him at 7'4". I say he's 7'5". I've said 7'5" from the very beginning of the season. I don't know why we're messing around. Because with the shoes, I mean, on the court, he's a head higher than Isaiah Hartenstein, against whom he is jumping the ball for the opening tip here in a matter of seconds. And game 2 will be underway. And there we go. Victor wins the tip once again, as he did 3 times in the first game. Vic won the tip. Okay, Castle on the right-hand side. He's got J-Dub on him. He dishes over to Vassell, who takes a long three and misses long. Hartenstein gets the rebound to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He crosses the timeline, bounce passes ahead to Chet, gets it back. They set up. SGA goes driving down the lane, kicks it out to J-Dub. J-Dub drives down the paint. Sorry, that's Lou Dort. Dort drives down the paint, stops, and makes a fadeaway from about 12 feet. The Thunder are up 2-0. Castle crosses the timeline, makes a cross-court pass to Vic. Hartenstein's with him at the logo. Again, we're talking way up high now. Here's an isolation. Vic against Hartenstein. He drives, shoots, and is fouled. I'm not sure if they're going to call it on the floor or if they're going to give him that crazy attempt he made. Hartenstein playing it right, though. He's playing defense against Vic way out at the three-point line. He's not allowing him to have space to shoot the three. It's 2-0 Oklahoma. It's a side out for the Spurs on the foul by Hartenstein on Victor Wembanyama. Here is Castle with the ball at the top. He passes it over to Vassell. Wide open three. He misses again. Vassell 0 for 2, this time off the back rim. Here comes J-Dub. J-Dub with Vassell on him. He passes it over to SGA. SGA drives down the middle of the lane. Sorry, that's Lou Dort again. I keep confusing Dort for SGA. My mistake. And he's fouled by Dylan Harper in the lane. I'll get it right, folks. Sorry. Two 2-0 Oklahoma City, 10:52 in the first. It's a little bit chippy already. Lou Dort at the line. Fouled by Dylan Harper. And he misses the first free throw. Two-shot foul. Lou Dort out of Arizona State, but born in Montreal, PQ. A couple of Canadians on this team. Shai Gilgeous born in Toronto, of course. And he makes the second one. Does Lou Dort. It's 3-0 Oklahoma City. Here come the Spurs. Castle crosses the timeline at the logo. Everybody's setting picks up high. He charges all the way down the lane and then swings it around. Champagny goes down the lane, drives and shoots, but he's fouled. Castle, they set two picks for him up top, then moved over to the right-hand side, and then the lane was open. He charged down there, but Hartenstein was there. He swung it out to, who was out there? Vassell, I guess, who swung it to Champagny at the top. Champagny saw he had a lane, drove, and was fouled. He goes to the line now and makes the first. 3-1, Oklahoma City. Champagny makes the second. It's 3-2. Hartenstein inbounds to Lou Dort. Dort bringing the ball up. Champagny is on him. He chases him across the timeline. He's at the top, above the arc. He flips it over to J-Dub, Jalen Williams. He passes a long over-the-top pass to Chet Holmgren, who catches it down by the baseline, but Vic's right on him. He flips it to Shai Gilgeous, who shoots a three from deep and cans it. What a shot by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from the corner. Now, Vassell on our side, same thing. Same position, rather. He shoots the three and hits it. Quick review there. Shai Gilgeous was actually inside the line, so his was a 2. That makes it 5-5. Sorry, I'm fumbling a bit here. J-Dub, Jalen Williams, hits the 8-foot jumper. It's 7-5 Oklahoma City. Here comes Dylan Harper, bringing it up. Vic sets a pick. Now he's open from 3. He shoots and hits. It's 8-7. Vassell with the 3 on the last trip. Victor with a 3 on this trip. Wow, the OKC Thunder are in attack mode. A double team on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander by Stephon Castle and Victor Wembanyama in the corner results in the ball being swatted out of bounds. It's 8-7 San Antonio. Side in. Chet Holmgren gets it to SGA, who dribble drives against Stephon Castle, drives down the lane, stops and shoots and hits. Castle was on him like glue. That was just a beautiful play by the MVP of the league right now. 9-8 OKC. Here comes Dylan Harper. He brings it across, goes behind the back, spins in the lane, goes all the way down the lane, And Jalen Williams, J-Dub, has to bounce off of him, and he scores. 10-9 Spurs. Harper on J-Dub. J-Dub cutting all the way through the lane. He shoots from about the same distance, and what are we getting here? Hartenstein is on the floor. They're showing Dylan's move. Oh, that was Dort that couldn't keep up with him. Lou Dort was with him all the way, and when he got in the middle of the paint, he stopped. Dort fell down, and he hit the little jumper. Now here, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander making his trademark step into the paint, then step out to shoot the mid-range jumper from about 13 feet up the baseline. That's what gave them the 9 points they have now. It's 10-9, and the referees are talking about what just happened. And that'll take us to our first break, I think. 8:59 to play. The score is 10-9, San Antonio. First half is fun because it's good rehearsal. Lou Dort has been handling the ball a good deal to start this game. And Jalen Williams, J-Dub, has been going head-to-head with Dylan and Stephon Castle. A couple of threes from Vassell rang out. And then he buried one from the corner, and then Vic hit one clean. And that's given us the 10-9 lead. Hartenstein and Vic are banging. They're showing slow-mo footage of the two of them fighting for position. Yet I'm not sure what they're calling here. Vic is saying he's holding him. Hartenstein is saying he's chopping him. 10-9, Spurs have the ball. Here comes Dylan across the timeline to Stephon Castle on the left-hand side. Vic sets a pick for him up high. Now he walks down the middle of the paint. There's a cross-court pass to Dylan over on the baseline who spins against Hartenstein, or rather Holmgren, then flips it over to Vassell who misses the mid-range jumper. Here comes Jalen Williams, who gets the ball now to SGA at the very top. Hartenstein sets a pick. SGA goes carving down the lane, and the Spurs defend and slap the ball away. Hartenstein tracks it down, though. SGA has it back. Castle is on him. He gets a pick. He tries to slide inside, but Vic is standing there. He flips it out to Holmgren at the three-point line. Holmgren goes driving down the lane, and Vassell pokes it away from him, but he turns around, and now they're saying no basket. No basket. Foul on the floor against Chet Holmgren. That's interesting. All right, here comes Dylan Harper at the logo, crossing the timeline. Vic sets a pick way up high. He's driving all the way down. Hartenstein is waiting for him. He flips it back to Vassell, who swings it around Champagny. Champagny drives down the lane, flips it outside, a touch pass to Vassell. Vassell's wide open from three on the right-hand side. He front rims it. Rebounded by Lou Dort, who gets it to SGA, and now it's back to Jalen Williams, who's covered by Devin Vassell. He drives into the center of the lane. Vic is waiting for him there. Then he takes a shot well short, and Vassell had a hand in his face. Good defense. Here comes Castle across the timeline. Chet Holmgren is on him now. He flips it over to Vic. Vic has the shorter Jalen on him, but SGA strips it. He's now going the other way, 1-on-4. No, he's got 2-on-4. SGA has Vassell on him at the baseline. He flips it over to Lou Dort. Dort to Hartenstein from the free throw line. A one-handed push jumper from the free throw line goes down. OKC 11-10. The Spurs cross the timeline on the left-hand side. Stephon Castle dribble drives, crosses over, goes, finds the paint wide open, drives all the way and gets hammered before he can dunk it by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's that situation where instead of a pick, what Vic and, in this case, Vassell do is they set their bodies to the sort of right elbow, and the defenders go without looking at the other defender, and then there's a lane, and that's when Steph can shoot down the lane. He attempted it just now and makes the first free throw. It's 11-11. Castle was going to two-handed smash that, and Shai Gilgeous said, So it was a good foul. Would have been a poster. It is 11-11. Dude, I'm not going to do these. This is a huge pain in the ass. Okay, Castle's second free throw is good. Rattles in. 12-11. Here. Oh, and now Jalen Williams is in the game, number 6. Here comes Jalen Williams. He's got Harper on him. Vassell switches. So now SGA has it, and there's a great switch by Castle to Dylan Harper. Unbelievable defense by the Spurs on SGA. Now a double team. Luke Cornett. Here comes Lou Dort down the lane. He flips it all the way out to Jalen Williams, who shoots the three and cans it from the very top of the three-point arc. It is 14-12, and Jalen Williams is pumping his chest, and the crowd is going crazy. OKC has the lead by 2. Castle works his way around a screen from Vassell, then tries to make the cross-court pass, which is intercepted by Jalen Williams. Way around a screen from Vassell, then tries to make the cross-court pass, which is intercepted by Jalen Williams, who gives it to SGA, who goes coast to coast and then misses the layup and is not fouled. He's lying on the ground. Here comes Dylan back to Vassell. Vassell to Castle, who's looking for KJ. KJ shoots a three and is well short. Rebounded by Castle, who goes right back up, and he misses. Castle fighting for yet another offensive rebound. He gets another one. And finally, he is fouled in the paint. What hustle and grit by Stephon Castle in the paint against guys much bigger than him to fight for those rebounds. On the miss, first of all, he goes up strong against Jalen, doesn't get a call. He gets that board, goes right back up strong. And Jalen Williams is called. That's J-Will is called. Meanwhile, SGA pump faked the pass and took a crazy shot with his left arm like this and his right arm out and was looking for a call. Didn't get it. Castle makes the first one. It's 14-13 OKC. This thing is pretty chippy already. Guys fighting, scrapping. Stephon Castle, unbelievable there. Multiple offensive rebounds, all alone, surrounded by Thunder. Dylan Harper goes to the bench now. So Luke Cornett is out there. KJ. Carter Bryant enters the game for the first time. The young 20-year-old rookie out of Arizona. And in the chess match, here comes Jared McCain, the Duke star who played at Philly and was traded to the Thunder this season for 4 picks. So McCain is in the game now as well. Carter Bryant is fighting for a free throw rebound and getting tossed about. Castle makes the second one. It's 14-14. Alex Caruso in the game now comes across the timeline, flips the ball to Jared McCain. McCain dribbling. He'll be playing point. He's got KJ on him. He tries to find a space. Is no space. Poked away by Stephon Castle. Beautiful steal. The Spurs coming the other way. Castle bringing the ball down, looking for KJ cutting. No. Now he drives into the paint, makes a pocket pass to Luke, who dunks it. Luke Cornett with the dunk on the beautiful pocket pass. 16-14 Spurs. Here come the Thunder. That's Ajay Mitchell with the ball. He flips it over to Jalen Williams. Now to Jared McCain. McCain dribble drives, crosses over KJ, but KJ stays right with him. He can do nothing with it. They get it back out top. Now here comes Lou Dort trying to charge down the lane, and he flips it out to McCain for three. It rims, bounces tantalizingly, and does not go in. Spurs lead 16-14. Here comes Castle. He's got a pick from Luke, and he finds the free throw line jump shot and drills it. It is now 18-14 Spurs. Coming the other way, it is Ajay Mitchell with the ball. He doesn't get a pick from Caruso, who slides through. Caruso moving around. Jalen Williams gets the ball to Jared McCain. McCain goes driving baseline. He's got Luke Cornett on him. He swings it out in the corner to Ajay Mitchell, who goes 1-on-2 against Luke and Stephon and makes it a layup surrounded by Spurs. And so the score is 18-16 San Antonio with 4:47 to play in the first quarter. Stephon Castle brings it across the logo. Vassell is out there now with him. Luke Cornett has the ball, and he is covered by Jalen Williams. Here comes KJ, who just chests up to Jalen, spins on him in the lane, spins again, takes a shot, crazy shot. It rims out. Good defense by Jalen Williams on Keldon Johnson. Coming the other way, here comes Ajay Mitchell. He dribble drives, gets it over to Jalen, who passes it to Lou Dort, who shoots a three and cans it. It is now 19-18 Oklahoma City. Lou Dort for three from the corner. Coming back, Stephon Castle, covered very tightly by Ajay Mitchell, drives into the lane, shoots a wild shot from the free throw line, and gets nothing but net. 20-19 Spurs. What a shot. Okay, here comes Ajay Mitchell to Jalen Williams again from the same spot for three, but this time he misses. The rebound is bouncing around, and they get it back. Carter Bryant is out-rebounded there by Jared McCain, then slips underneath, makes the layup, and gets fouled. For what are they calling? Offensive foul? I think they're calling an offensive foul on Jared McCain, former Duke superstar who played at Philly and was traded to Oklahoma City this year. And if that's the case, no, that's not the case. He was, in fact, fouled when he makes the first free throw. It's 20-19. Again, because I'm not listening to anything, I don't know what's going on. I'm also not looking at anything. I'm just calling the game as it is in front of me as an exercise. So forgive me if something I'm saying sounds crazy later on. Julian returns. Champagny, so does Dylan Harper. It's 20-19 Spurs, 3:47 left in the first quarter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes to the bench. So you have Carter Bryant, Luke Cornett, Keldon Johnson, Dylan Harper, and Julian Champagny. It's 20-20. The score is all knotted up. KJ bringing the ball down. He's got J-Dub on him. He crosses at the logo. He's dribbling between his legs. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Now 10. He gets a pick from Champagny, but they switch effectively. KJ now driving 1-on-2 into the paint. He drops the ball. He flips it over to Champagny, who takes a long three, air ball. There was only 0.7 of a second left on the shot clock, and Julian took one with a hand in his face. That sequence was a little bit fumbly. Now Carter Bryant gets picked off by Caruso. Mitchell goes driving, and it's by Champagny, who picks his pocket. Beautiful. Carter Bryant now coming the other way to Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper has the ball. The Spurs are back, and now they rotate it around to KJ for the corner three. He hits it. 23-20 on the defensive effort turned into offense. Beautiful. Julian Champagny pokes it away. The Spurs go running, and they've got Keldon wide open for three, and now they lead by three. 23-20, San Antonio. Oh, I should change this. All righty. Pretty good game so far. Knotted up. The Oklahoma City Thunder are coming out attacking, but the Spurs are responding well. The second units both just came on the floor. So we have that switch to Caruso, Jalen, McCain, and I forget who else they're playing in that time when they're giving a break to Hartenstein and to Holmgren and to Shai Gilgeous and to Lou Dort. Oh, AJ Mitchell, that's right. So the second units now, when we come back, will probably be off the floor if it's 3:40 left in the game. I mean, in the first quarter. But we'll see. For the Spurs, it was Champagny who poked that ball away beautifully when they went in transition down the court, found Keldon Johnson wide open for three in the corner, and he drained it. So, good situation there. Okay, we are coming back.
I better get in on the action. Download the app.
Welcome, one viewer. I'm just calling the game here. You're not going to be able to see anything, unfortunately. And I'm listening to Lille Radio from France in the background. KJ directing traffic on the replay. They're showing how he got the ball for the open three, and he canned it. Lille Radio.
Short corner, you can kind of look at the whole floor.
Okay, here we go. 23-20. Here come the Oklahoma City Thunder. It is still AJ Mitchell. He's covered by Dylan Harper at the top. Now Carter Bryant switches. They get the ball to Jared McCain, who drives all the way down the lane and makes he misses the layup. Champagny gets the rebound. Here comes the Spurs. KJ making a crossover, goes right up against Hartenstein, misses, gets his own board, misses, gets his own board again, and now Luke Cornett gets the offensive rebound and puts it back. 25-20 Spurs. What a beautiful move there by KJ. Though he missed, got his own board, tipped it up again, and Luke finally made it. Now on the other side, Jalen is blocked by KJ. Julian passes it up to Carter Bryant, who drives the lane, makes a terrible decision there in an out-of-control way, throws the ball away. Jared McCain going the other way, passes it to J-Dub for the alley-oop jam. That was a bad decision by Carter Bryant on the turnover. It's 25-22. The Thunder have turned it over 4 times, the Spurs 3 times. Spurs 25, Thunder 22. Here come the Spurs with the ball now. 2 minutes left. Dylan Harper with the ball, crossing the logo. He gets a pick from Champagny. He goes wide outside, and he takes a 20-foot jumper and misses. Rebounded by Chet Holmgren, who is back in the game. He flips it to AJ Mitchell, rather to Jared McCain. McCain gets it to Williams, to Kaysen Wallace, who now enters the game for the first time, to Chet, who takes a 3 and hits it. Chet Holmgren ties the game. It's 25-25 with 1:41 to play. Victor sitting on the bench awaiting entry. KJ brings the ball down. It is tipped away and nearly stolen by McCain. McCain playing with fire and energy coming off the bench. He is the guy they traded for. The Thunder, wanting to retain their championship, gave away 4 picks to get this guy from Philadelphia. And here he is now playing major minutes in the Western Conference Finals. 25-25. Wembanyama enters the game with 1:32 to play. The Spurs have the ball. Dillon brings it across the timeline. Vic sets a pick, then backpedals down the lane. Dillon fumbles the ball off of his own foot. Holmgren going the other way, but the Spurs get back. They set up the defense. SGA has it. He kicks it out to Kaysen, who hits it. Kaysen Wallace hits the three-pointer. OKC up 28-25. Jordan McLaughlin is in the game. He's playing point guard. McLaughlin to Champagnie. Back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin takes a 3. He's wide open, and he drains it. Swish. Nothing but net. 28-28. Jordan McLaughlin now playing point. He's in there with Champagnie, Dylan Harper, who is covering SGA. They double-team SGA. Jordan does. They swing it over to McCain. McCain drives into the lane and makes a kind of a jumping fadeaway from just inside the... KJ goes the whole way and is blocked on the other end by Holmgren. But the Spurs still retain possession. Jordan McLaughlin with the ball on the right-hand side. He gets it to Harper way up top. He gets a pick from Champagnie. No, they don't switch. So Champagnie's wide open for 3. He gets it back. He shoots it, and he drains it. 31-30 Spurs. Thunder coming the other way. 25 seconds left, 20 on the shot clock. It is SGA with the ball on the upper left. He wings it across for a 3-point shot by Jared McCain. Oh, no. Chet Holmgren punches out the offensive rebound. Here comes Ajay Mitchell, who charges down the lane. Takes a shot, misses, but is bumped and will go to the line. It'll be 31-30 Spurs with Ajay Mitchell taking shots. The Spurs will have a chance here to close the first quarter out as there are 10.8 seconds left on the clock. 31-30 Spurs. Ajay Mitchell at the line. The Spurs have yet another lineup out there, this time with Jordan McLaughlin. Ajay Mitchell makes the first one. It's 31-30 Spurs. Jordan McLaughlin playing guard along with Dylan Harper, giving Castle a rest. Yet another lineup in the playoffs for more experience for these young Spurs. Now, McLaughlin, of course, has been in the league for some time, but he has yet to play in these playoffs. Coach was saying people were pressing him to play McLaughlin, which I thought was hilarious. So much feedback. And Mitchell makes the second one. The score is tied 31-31 with 10.8 seconds. Here comes McLaughlin charging down 9.6. 7 seconds. He gets it to Wembanyama. Wembanyama isolated one-on-one, goes down the lane, and he is blocked, but they're going to call a foul, offensive foul on Victor Wembanyama, who was charging down the lane, rather out of control. And the Thunder have 4.4 seconds with the ball, and the score is tied 31-31. Victor holding his wrist. He was very much out of control, crashing into the lane. They haven't shown it again, but I do think that was probably a good call. Victor is now playing with his wrist as though there's something wrong maybe with his left wrist like this. But I don't want to read too much into it. Okay, the Thunder now bring the ball in. There is a shot by Jalen Williams with no time on the clock, and he misses. That will end the first 31-31. Pretty good first quarter, if you ask me. This is the championship, in my opinion. Because the Eastern Conference, All right, 31-31 after one quarter. We can look at some box score action if you want. Let's take a look. I don't have any box scores going on here because I don't want to know ahead of the score. But I found a site today that had boxes, so let's see if we can grab that. See, Google is BS because they just don't have a normal box. So what we want to do here is Find a live box score for the game. That isn't ahead, right? Oh, here we go. Alrighty, folks. As the first quarter ends, Spurs have used a lot of guys. And Victor has 3 points, 1 rebound, a couple of turnovers. Champagny has 2 boards, 2 assists, 5 points. Castle's leading all with 8 points. He has 3 boards, an assist, a steal, and 1 turnover. 4 for 4 from the free throw line. KJ, 3 points on the three-pointer he shot. He's -1, though. And McLaughlin 1 for 1 on that 3, but also -1. Taking a look at the Thunder, J-Dub, Jalen Williams with 4 points. Holmgren with 2 only. Hartenstein with 2. Dort with 6. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander only has 4 points on 2 of 3 shooting. So, this is what's happening is it's working. The team defense, the sort of zone-ish defense that's designed to cover the crafty Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is working, I would say. And that must be very threatening to the Oklahoma City Thunder, if you think about it. A thing that has worked for them for 2 years as they have dominated the league. They led the conference and the league 2 years running, pretty much wire to wire. So this has got to be the first legitimate threat that they've felt in their time as champions. I wonder what that's like for them, right? For us, there's a feeling of abandon. These guys they feel loose. The Spurs are loose. They feel like they're playing with house money. They are trying different lineups now. They're doing a lot of different things. And we are coming back. Let's see what's going on. We got to put this on another chan. Okay, the Thunder will come in with the ball now.
After the first quarter, the team had the exact same number of points in the third quarter, and the first overtime was hit.
Okay, 31-31. Thunder have the ball. Ajay Mitchell still in there. He drives. He is double-teamed and yet takes a crazy shot, which misses. Champagny swats it. Caruso corrals it. He charges it against Vic and takes a layup, hitting Vic right in the chest. Vic draws the foul. Caruso will go to the line. The ball does not fall. It'll be 2 shots for Alex Caruso. Man, the minute he's in the game, he puts his stamp on the game. It is just like unbelievable, this guy. Texas A&M. If there was any player in the entire NBA represented Texas A&M, it is Alex Caruso, because he was born in College Station, actually. So he tracked down this loose ball, then charged down the middle of the lane, stuck his elbow right into Victor's chest, and they're calling a blocking foul. These guys are clowning around, and he makes both free throws. It's 33-31. Jordan McLaughlin is still in there. He's playing point guard, and he's bringing it quickly across the timeline. He is covered by Isaiah Joe, who's in the game now for the first time. I think this is Isaiah Joe's first minutes. He gets the ball to Victor, who is one-on-one isolated with Hartenstein way up on the right-hand side. Victor looks to spin on him. He cannot. He gets the ball to McLaughlin. McLaughlin drives. He almost stumbles, takes a crazy shot, but they're calling a foul on the floor. When he stumbled, Ajay Mitchell bumped him. And so let's see. This will be side-out Spurs, I believe. It is. McLaughlin inbounds to Castle, who is covered by Caruso. They have a little scrap, and then Castle fumbles the ball in the paint. He charges into the paint 1-on-3 and fumbles. Another Stephon Castle turnover. Caruso now to SGA, covered by Vassell. Very tightly at the perimeter. He tries to go in the paint. He swings it out to Caruso at the three-point line. The corner 3 for Caruso is there immediately. OKC up 36-31 now. Caruso instantly making a difference. 5 quick points off the bench. Castle now gets Hartenstein in the air, tries to pass it to Vic, who is covered. Caruso swats. They go the other way in transition. That is SGA driving, and Jordan McLaughlin got planted. I don't know if they're calling charge or block. It is the MVP. I'm guessing he's going to get a block on Jordan McLaughlin here, and that is what has happened. He will be shooting 2 on the missed free throw attempt. 36-31, Oklahoma City Thunder. Alex Caruso has entered this game and once again put his stamp on it. The 6'5", 186 Texas A&M product is relentless out there. SGA makes the first free throw, and Oklahoma City is up by 8. Shea Gill just drove between Vic and Vassell, who Vassell was, like we did last time, he went ahead and played the double team. We're going to swarm him. That means there's going to be an open shooter, and in this case, it was Caruso who buried it. Okay, second free throw made, 38-31. McLaughlin coming up, covered by Isaiah Joe. He crosses the logo. Spurs, he dribbles. He picks up his dribble, but he gets it to Vassell. No, he doesn't. Caruso almost steals it again. My God, unbelievable. The swatting and swarming defense by Oklahoma City. Now Vic has it. He goes strong to the hoop, misses, gets his own rebound, and tips it back in on the other side of the hoop. He played just above their heads there. 38-33, Oklahoma City. SGA with McLaughlin on him. He'll shoot from the free throw line, and he'll get another call. So McLaughlin is called for his second foul, and SGA drops the bucket. It's 40-33 with Gilgeous-Alexander going to the line. Vic went hard against Hartenstein. He missed the shot, but stayed in the air, bounced back up in the air, and then flipped it in with his left hand, the miss, his own miss. Meanwhile, at the other end, SGA makes the jumper and is fouled for a second time by Jordan McLaughlin. 10 minutes and 9 seconds left in the second. SGA is 3 for 4. It's 41-33 Thunder as he makes the free throw. Dylan Harper is back out there. McLaughlin back to the bench. Vassell, they get a pick at the logo. Harper goes all the way against Hartenstein and lays it up beautifully with his left hand on the right-hand side, but still past the outstretched Isaiah Hartenstein. 41-35. Here come the Thunder. That's Isaiah Joe, who's out. No, that's SGA. SGA going up against Vic. He steps in, and he is blocked by Vassell. Another beautiful block by Devin Vassell. Here's Joe against Vic. He flips it out to Cason Wallace. He's got Harper on him, and now they get it to Caruso. Alex is looking for his shot. He takes one over Vic, and he buries it. Nice jumper by Alex Caruso over Victor Wembanyama. 43-35 OKC. Here comes Castle the other way. He's waving Harper down below. He tries to make a pass to him, but it's intercepted. It is intercepted by Cason Wallace, already having an effect, and now a three-pointer missed by Isaiah Joe. Vic gets the rebound. He makes the long outlet to Castle, who goes all the way again right at Isaiah Hartenstein. And he makes another layup, 43-37. The Spurs trail by 6. 9 minutes to play in the second quarter. Okay, SGA double-teamed in the backcourt. He flips it over to, now it gets to Hartenstein. Hartenstein gets it back to SGA, who gets into the paint, and he shoots a jumper over Vic and misses. He sits on his butt. I don't know why. Nobody touched him. Here comes the pass to Vassell, driving hard down the lane. That's going to probably be an offensive foul. I can't tell what happened there, but there's bodies all over the floor. Vassell is on the ground, grimacing, and now he looks like he's okay. They pull him up. He's getting high fives. Isaiah Joe was in the lane, moving, sliding, not in any kind of position. And they both went crashing to the floor. That is a block. And Devin Vassell will go to the line. Vassell, shooting 1 of 2, hits it. Spurs 38, Thunder 43. That place gets loud. You can tell they're rocking when the Thunder get a lead, but the Spurs have arrested the runs. With 8:44 to play, Devin Vassell lines it up and makes it. It's a 4-point lead for Oklahoma City, 43-39. Okay, here they come. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander double teamed to way out. He bounce passes it to Hartenstein, who tries that same push jumper from the free throw line. He misses. Victor Wembanyama gets the rebound, gets it to Stephon Castle. Castle flips it over to Dylan Harper on the right-hand side with Vic down the middle. Vic tries to set a pick, then drifts the middle. They throw him a pass across court to Vassell. Vassell goes driving down the lane, passes it to Vic on the left-hand side, zips it back out to Castle. Castle now with 7 on the shot clock, goes charging down the lane and posterizes Isaiah Hartenstein with a right-handed tomahawk jam in his face. 41-43. Spurs trail by 2. SGA comes back. He's double-teamed, 14 feet from the hole. He nutmegs Vic, passes it to Cason Wallace, who hits the three-pointer. What a jumper. 46-41 OKC. These guys are going at it now. 5-point lead for the Thunder. Oh, my God. Caruso once again challenges and steals the ball. They're crawling on the ground. 4 guys are on the ground. They let them play. The Spurs get it, and then it's tipped again by Cason Wallace, and Caruso going the other way. Bounce pass to SGA, who dunks the ball on a 2-on-1. What a crazy sequence that was. 48-41. The Thunder lead by 7. Timeout, Spurs. What a crazy, nutty insanity that was. Mitch is arguing with the refs. There were so many bodies flying around the okay, here we go. They're showing the dunk. Oh my gosh. The dunk by Castle. Hartenstein is holding his jersey and gripping his jersey, and Castle is flying in the air and dunking on his head. It is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen as a Spurs fan. That was epico. Is what that was. Wow. Stephon Castle with the Laputa! Castle in the sky. Man, this game. Crazy, man. It's crazy, man. I'm not sure I could even sit down. You may have to go to standing, my friends. Welcome, one viewer. I'm just sitting here watching the ball game over there and commenting on it. It has been an incredible game. Welcome, second viewer. I am the Road Spur, just watching the game over there and commenting on it. It has been an incredible game. And the Oklahoma City Thunder have just poured it on in the second quarter. The score is now 48-41. I should put that up there. Sure. Can't see any of the keys. There's a problem. Walton Goggins is once again on my screen. Walton Goggins marching around and they're showing that dunk over and over again. It's so amazing. Hartenstein is in his face. That was one of the most powerful dunks I've ever seen in my life. Victor making a oh face as he runs back down. Everybody and Reggie's standing up. Everybody's out of their minds. Okay, here we go. We're coming back. Dylan Harper crosses the line at the logo. He's picking his way down the right-hand side. He's covered by SGA. One-on-one with SGA. He slides past him and lays it up and in. Dylan Harper beats Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the cup. Now, here we go the other way. Is that J-Dub or J-Will? No, it's neither. It's Cason Wallace with the ball. Now he gets it to SGA. SGA dribbling around, trying to find his spots. Vic is on him in the paint. He is blocked from behind by Carter Bryant. And then Hartenstein puts up a shot, and Victor blocks that. Now they get the ball to Champagny, who shoots a three, transitioning, and misses, unfortunately. That was 2 blocks, one by Carter Bryant and one by Victor Wembanyama in that last sequence. Here come the Thunder. Hartenstein way up at the three-point line, flips the ball to SGA, who is dribble driving, picking his way. He flips it out to Cason Wallace, who is short on the three this time, but he gets his own rebound. Now they flip it over to Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe cuts down into the lane, gets it to Hartenstein, who sets a pick for him to shoot a three. He misses the three, rebounded by Devin Vassell. They flip it over to Julian Champagny, who brings it across the timeline. They send it back to Vassell. Vassell gets a pick from Vic. Vic rolls down, and then the ball is poked away from behind by Cason Wallace. Here come the Thunder the other way. SGA looking for a place to go. He's got Vassell on him. He steps back and shoots and misses the jumper. Gets no call, though he is lying on his butt once again. Here comes Dylan Harper the other way, charging down the lane. Floats and misses the finger roll right at the cup. What a bummer. Here comes Cason Wallace now, 48-43, a torrid pace. Isaiah Joe pump fakes, flips it to Hartenstein at the free throw line. Hartenstein is now standing. He's looking for somebody. He bullets the ball over to Isaiah Joe in the corner, trying to get the three, and it's too fast. It fumbles out into the crowd. Turnover for the Thunder, who lead by 5, 48-43. They're going to show the couple of blocks here, I think, pretty soon. Victor's complaining a lot about being picked on here. Vic has 5 points, 4 boards, and 1 block, and will go to the bench, as Isaiah Hartenstein will also go to the bench. Hartenstein from Eugene, Oregon, played at Houston. Okay, Castle at the logo. Luke sets a pick for him. He swings around it, gets it to Vassell, who shoots a three contested. It's well short. Luke scraps for it. Carter Bryant gets it. Champagny now with 14 on the clock. Castle takes a long three. Now, that was an ill-advised shot. Carter tries to get a rebound. He doesn't. Here comes Ajay Mitchell the other way. Mitchell playing point. He gets a pick from Holmgren. But Vassell now switches to stay with Holmgren. They flip it out to Cason Wallace, who gets it to Holmgren in the paint, who swings it all the way around for the corner three to Isaiah Joe. Boy, what incredible passing here. And Wallace makes the three. That 6 passes, I believe, the Thunder just made before Cason Wallace had the wide open shot and buried the three. Beautiful basketball. Now, here comes Castle the other way. He's got Cason Wallace on him. He double pumps in the lane, flips it out to Carter Bryant at the three-point line. Bryant now, oh, no. Bryant takes 2 steps and then tries to pass the ball, but is inaccurate, and it goes rolling and falling way out of bounds. 11 turnovers for the Spurs. They now trail 51-43. Look at these passes by the I stop saying look at. They're showing now these incredible passes by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay, the Thunder have the ball in the half-court set. There is McCain, who flips it to Jalen Williams, who misses the three-point shot. Rebound by Harrison Barnes, who has entered the game. Stephon Castle crosses the timeline. He's at the top of the three-point line on the right-hand side. He's got McCain on him. He goes strong at McCain. That was just too big, too strong. 6'3" Jared McCain can do nothing one-on-one against Stephon Castle, who takes him to the hole and makes the layup. Beautiful. Now they go for the corner three from Chet Holmgren, who Luke goes out on him and fouls him on the floor, but I think they're going to give him continuation. The whole crowd is asking for continuation, but Luke smartly fouled him way out on the baseline, and he's pointing at the floor and nodding. Yeah, he went for the ball way out on the baseline, and Holmgren took a couple of steps toward the basket before he made that layup. So I think they're going to give it to him on the floor. Some incredible plays here by Stephon Castle and all the Spurs. The block by Vassell, the monstrous dunk by Stephon Castle. This has been one of the most beautiful games. Both teams just really hammering away at each other. Some of the finest basketball I've seen. The Thunder lead by 8 points. 53-45, and Chet Holmgren is at the line to shoot one, and he hits it. They gave him the continuation. 54-45. The Thunder lead by 9. Luke inbounds to Castle, who brings it up over the logo. He is covered by Kaysen Wallace. Luke sets a pick. He goes around the right-hand side. He's looking for a place to go. Castle is picking his way through the paint, and he gets a little jumper totally open. Beautiful. 47-54 on the made jumper by Stephon Castle. Spin move by Ajay Mitchell, who flips it out to the corner, but everybody is covered. Chet Holmgren now has it. He tries to drive, and it is stolen by Luke Cornett. Here comes a Castle the other way. Transition bucket. He fumbles it out of bounds. But it hit one of the other players, so it's going to be San Antonio ball. Down 7, 54-47. Dylan Harper returns. So that was Harrison getting just a few minutes there. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander will return. Champagny, Luke Cornett, Dylan Harper, Harrison Barnes, and Champagny sets up for the corner 3 on the inbound pass and misses. He back rims it. Shea running the other way. They got a 3-on-3. Shea Gilgeous shoots from the three-point line with Luke in his grill, but he hits the swish jumper. 56-47. The Thunder are rolling now. Rolling Thunder, my friends. Dylan Harper, way up at the top of the arc, looking for a pick from Luke Cornett. He swings around the right-hand side. Luke goes rolling to the basket. Dylan shoots, does not get the foul call, falls on his butt, and the ball is well short. Now here comes Jared McCain the other way. McCain charges into the lane. He fumbles the ball, but tracks it down himself. They have 15 on the shot clock. 3:19 remains in the game. Now, Ajay Mitchell, carving his way around, looking for a way into the lane, and he falls down. He's lying on the ground and throwing the ball to Chet Holmgren. Holmgren now covered by Champagny, who's clawing at the ball, swatting at the ball, and with no time on the clock, they miss. The Spurs are running the other way. Luke, oh, what a beautiful pass. Champagny to, oh, no, Castle. Unreal. The situation is going so fast, very difficult to call. Castle charging down the other way, dumps it to Champagny, but Hartenstein's in the lane, so he quickly flips it back to Castle. I don't know if he's crashed in the lane or if he was pushed down, but that was insanity. It has been a real battle, and the Thunder have been ferocious. Their ball movement on offense is incredible, and their patience, finally finding their shots, has been very impressive. Their defense has been swarming, and much credit must be given to the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is not a game where anybody's making real mistakes. It's a game where, well, the Spurs have 11 turnovers. You could point at that if you wanted to. That isn't great. Carter Bryant has 2 of those, and it's just youth. Stephon Castle has 5, and it's getting ugly. During the season, Castle and Wembanyama led the team in turnovers, with averaging around 3. Castle has 5. Victor has 2. Vassell has 1. Harper has 1. Carter Bryant has 2. So you could point the finger there for why we're behind. Both teams shooting pretty well. Thunder shooting 50%, 20 for 40. The Spurs shooting 17 for 37, 45.9%. Not great, not bad. Spurs are 5 for 13 from 3. The Thunder are 6 for 13. Spurs are out rebounding the Thunder 20-17. Offensive rebounds 7-6 and defensive 13-11. And several of those rebounds by KJ, Stephon Castle. Unbelievable, the grit and the fight. Yeah, it's the turnovers. 11 turnovers for the Spurs have led to 14 points off turnovers. 14. And 5 Thunder turnovers have only led to 5 points. Fouls are even at 8. The largest lead the Thunder have had has been 9, and they have that now. 56-47, Oklahoma City. Hello, welcome. And we are coming back shortly. Hartenstein on Victor, and the Spurs inbound. Harrison Barnes to Dylan Harper way up at the three-point line. He gets a pick from Vic. They both roll. They bounce the pass on the pick and roll to Victor, who is stripped by Hartenstein. The ball goes to SGA. SGA charging back the other way. He passes over to Lou Dort. Dort back to SGA. SGA gets it, flies down the lane, shoots a 14-foot mid-range jumper, and hits it. Oklahoma City 58, Spurs 47, 2:30 to play. Castle now brings it across the line. He's at the logo. He gets a pick from Vic, but they switch. He rotates it around to Dylan on the far right side. Harrison Barnes tries to set a pick. Dylan is dribbling to the right-hand side, now charging down the middle, around Hartenstein again, but he takes a wild shot on the other side of the basket in a reverse layup way. Hartenstein hits him, I believe, and that'll be yet another trip to the basket as a result of Harper taking on Hartenstein. He made 2 layups blowing past him. Now this time he had position, and the spin move underneath went for the reverse on the other side. He makes the first free throw. It is 48-58. Spurs trail by 10. But Hartenstein had his body underneath the basket, so he was in the air, and the foul was inevitably going to be called. Thunder by 10, 58-48, 2:13 to play, as Dylan Harper lines up the second free throw and hits it. 49-58. Spurs trail by 9 with 2:13 to play. They are pressing in the backcourt. Here comes Ajay Mitchell across the logo. He dribbles to the left-hand side, flips it to Hartenstein. Hartenstein gets it back to SGA. SGA is almost immediately double-teamed by Champagny and now triple-teamed. He gets it out to Chet Holmgren. The Spurs are playing kind of a zone that rotates. Harper and Champagny on SGA now. They rotated all the way around to Holmgren for a 3, and Victor blocks Holmgren at the three-point line. That's a block for Victor Wembanyama at the three-point line. Castle goes charging down the lane the other way and is blocked at the rim on a layup. What a beautifully timed block. I think that was Ajay Mitchell. What a great block, and a backdoor cut by Chet Holmgren. And he will dunk the ball with Victor in his grill, and Victor fouls him. So they're up 9. The block at the other end by Ajay Mitchell on Stephon Castle led to this pass. They called a foul on Victor. He does not make the dunk. Sorry. It looks like it's a block, and Victor is begging them to challenge, and they do challenge, finally. So it's 58-49. If this is a block by Victor of Chet at the hoop, it is a very exciting moment in the game. And we'll go to a break right now. Fun times, fun times. Shiggy-diggy-diggy-diggy-diggy-diggy-doo. So it's a coach's challenge timeout. Whoo, boy. 49-15. So they're reviewing this to see whether Vic got a clean block or not. So there's 9-point lead here, and we don't know whether or not they're going to call this a block or, as it was called, a foul. So it was a foul on Vic attempting to block Chet Holmgren, or it's a block by Vic out of bounds.
Because of their second challenge, they lose their timeout and they have no more challenges for the game. We'll keep that in mind the rest of the way. What about?
They're booing and going crazy. It was a clean block. He got that ball, and that is what Vic is awesome at. So, and he immediately asked for it too, like that, which is fantastic. So the Spurs will have the ball. That place is going nuts. They're booing. SGA triple teamed on the way down there. Flips it out to Holmgren, then gets it back. He can do nothing when he gets down in the paint because the Spurs are group defending him. Usually 2 guards at the perimeter. Now here come the Spurs. Dillon crossing the timeline at the logo. He gets a high pick from Vic. Vic, he spins, flips it back to Vic, who shoots from that spot for 3 and is long. Rebounded by Chet Holmgren. Here comes SGA the other way. He's covered by Harrison Barnes. He blows past him, but then he meets Vickenthal, has to stop and flip it back out to Chet Holmgren. Holmgren finds Hartenstein coming down the lane because Vic had moved over, and Hartenstein gets the dunk. 60-49, the Thunder lead by 11 with 1 minute to play. Here comes Dylan Harper across the timeline at the logo. He's dribbling. He's covered tight by Ajay Mitchell, who pokes at it, and then he flips it out to Harrison Barnes for 3. Barnes misses, rebounded by Wembanyama. There's 47 seconds left. He gets it to Champagny, who shoots a 3, but there's a foul. Looks like it's a foul on the floor before he made the pass. Victor will go to the line. It is 60-49. Yeah, Hartenstein put his arm in there. And because we are in the bonus with 47 seconds left, Victor Wembanyama at the line makes the first one. It is 60-50. The Spurs trail by 10. 47.1 seconds left. The successful coach's challenge has that crowd going nuts. They are booing and angry. But the Spurs have now no more challenges left for the rest of the game as a result of doing that. So I am glad they used them. They were both successful. 60-50, Vic lines it up, takes a deep breath, spins it, and shoots, and swish. 9-point lead for the Thunder. Caruso inbounds to Ajay Mitchell, who was covered by Devin Vassell. He runs up the court alongside Caruso. Caruso kind of floating. He's with Vic near the paint. He sets a pick to try to free SGA. He can't get free. Ajay drives all the way down the line, shoots over Vic, and makes it. 62-51 Thunder on the jumper over Victor Wembanyama by Ajay Mitchell. Dylan Harper coming the other way. Mitchell playing him very tight. He picks up his dribble, gets it to Champagny, and gets it back. Now Vic sets a pick for him way up high. He gets double teamed. Vic was open briefly, but he couldn't get it to him. Harper is swinging all the way around the outside. Stops and pops and is well short. Rebounded by Harrison Barnes, who gets it to Champagny, who pumps, steps, shoots, and cans the 3. But there's a foul on the floor before that happened. And it might be on Harrison Barnes. In which case, erase all that. Scratch all that. Yeah, Isaiah Joe was passing by Harrison to try to go cover the three, and he just hit him. Harrison Barnes just hit him. Carter Bryant enters the game with 10.5 seconds left. Holmgren will go to the bench. Vic will go to the bench. Harrison Barnes will go to the bench. 62-51. The Thunder come down with 9 seconds. Ajay Mitchell crosses the logo. He looks for somebody to get it to. He gets it to SGA. SGA spin is immediately double teamed by Carter Bryant. They trap him on the floor, and he has to, and the time runs out. Beautiful defense against SGA is how the half ends. That was incredible. The Spurs play swarming defense to end it 51-62 at the half. A pretty good half of basketball. Oklahoma City fighting like a cornered Thunder. Fighting like cornered Thunder. They lead by 11 at the half. What a half. Lots of highlights. I'm going to shut this now to viewers, and I'll come back when the second half starts. Wow, that was fantastic basketball. This